do is to try. Okay, and if she does that, I quit. Because, I mean, it's, you know, when you
What you want.
yeah, well, I want to try. It's not the act of stepping on the box, it's the willingness to step on the box. Because a lot of times I can't fully explain to her what I want her to do. But as long as she's willing to try, that means a lot. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Yes, son. Have I ever been bucked off? I have fell off of a couple of horses. Never asked a cowboy to get bucked off. Actually, though, at my age now, I mean, now when I was your age, there wasn't anything with hair I wouldn't ride. Whether it be a pig, a calf, a horse, it didn't matter. When I was growing up, we rode everything. I mean, and you know, but as I've gotten older, the last time I fell off a horse, I just kind of spread out. I didn't move. I didn't bounce back up, and that was an eye-opening experience for me. So I don't like to get on horses. You know, I mean, you know, every once in a while they are going to kick up when you're young and just starting out. But I don't do like I used to. When I was your age, we'd get a horse in a pen like this. Within 30 minutes from the time I got it, I'd have a saddle on it, and I'd be trying to get on that horse. Because I was going to ride that horse or else happened an awful lot. I have been, yes. Yes, Steve. Where do I get them? From the 10 western states where we have them. Do you want me to name the 10 states? Okay, you need to hold up your hand like this and drop your fingers when I name the state, okay? We have Oregon, Idaho, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, California, Wyoming, Montana. Is that 10? Utah. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Don't put me in the spotlight. Yes, sir.
You said a while ago it was pretty easy to adopt one. My family is into pet rescue, and I mean there's a form you have to fill out and to pay a fee, which is the shots and stuff. Is it really that easy?
It's pretty easy. I mean, to adopt one of these horses, it's $125. It has been $125 since 1976. You can adopt two for $150.
But you do have to fill out forms.
You do have to fill out forms, yes.
And run a background check?
No background check, no. But now they are subject to field visits.
Okay.
Okay, and believe me, over the years, I've been doing it for 15 years. I've actually picked up horses. Yes, sir.
I've seen wild horses in South Dakota and North Dakota. You didn't list either one of those.
Okay, those horses that's in South and North Dakota, there's one of those mean helicopters. Those horses there are in sanctuary.
Okay.
They are not wild horses. Because anytime you go out in the field and honk your horn and horses come running, they're not wild horses. I mean, that's something neat to give away when you do that. I mean, and I point this out. The last wild horse roundup I was on was in the state of Oregon. And the day before I went out there, we were gathering 400,000 acres. We were going to gather about 1,200 horses. I drove 138 miles around that HMA. Saw 7 horses. That's all I saw all day. The next morning, the first flight over in the helicopter, we counted 1,131. So these horses are wild, and I can't stress that enough. You know, now, like every other animal, like in that picture I've sent around, those horses are after water. So they lose a lot of their wildness when they're hungry or thirsty. But if everything goes well, you don't hardly ever see them. Now those horses you went to saw in the sanctuaries, they're used to people. Okay, so when you go out there, they see that, they come running to see what's going on. But that's not typical wild horse behavior.
We saw them in national parks. Are those supported horses?
No.
But they're not wild.
They're not wild. They are feral horses.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand
Like
the difference.
here in Missouri, we have a herd of feral horses over around Eminence.
Right.
Feral horses. Anybody else have a question? I need to show you a couple more things. Yes, dear.
You talked earlier about
Okay. What she was referring to was a little bit earlier when I said that when I'm sitting on the horse's back or anytime, I don't really worry about their head moving back and forth, because it's like me, if I'm standing there and somebody makes a sound over here, I'm going to look. I don't expect my horse to do any less or any more than what I would do, but I don't want her to move her feet. And she wanted to know, how do I teach her not to move her feet? Well, every time she does move her feet, when I don't ask her to, I ask her to do something that she knows to do. Like if I ask for her head. She knows to do that, so I get her mind off of her feet and onto her head. Did you see how she gave it to me? Now, she was, in her mind, she's thinking, what